Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Devkant Kala. I work at UPES Dehradun as Assistant Professor in the area of marketing. In today's session, we explore some global challenges in the marketing landscape. There are three main objectives of business organization: profit maximization, wealth maximization, and risk minimization. I believe the third objective, that is risk minimization, is the most important. It means if an organization is able to predict the uncertainty and manage the associated risk properly, the first two objectives would be achieved without any doubt. Therefore, in today's session, I explain to you some of the major challenges which have potential to influence the activities of modern business organizations. The first challenge is VUCA environment. Organizations are considered as open system. In this open system, we cannot say that factors which are within the organizations are only responsible for business success. There is a regular interaction between the internal and external factors of the organization. External factors have more severe and significant impact on the functioning of business organizations. Modern business environment is characterized as VUCA environment. VUCA stands for volatile, uncertainty, complex, and ambiguous business environment. Volatility indicates the rapid changes and unpredictable nature of environment. Uncertainty means the future is uncertain. Complex shows that many different and interconnected factors come into play with the potential to create chaos and confusion. And ambiguous specify the lack of clarity or awareness about the situation. Let's take the example of Jet Airways, a leader in Indian aviation industry. Jet started its operation in 1993 and remained the leader in the industry for almost 2 decades. Unfortunately, Jet had to cease its operation on 17th April 2019. It is due to turbulent, competitive, volatile business environment. Another example is COVID-19 pandemic. Everything was fine across the globe, but due to this global pandemic, the future is uncertain and ambiguous. Higher education is not clear about the future operations. MOOC platforms have grown significantly during this period. Various prestigious universities are unable to find international students. The future of tourism and hospitality sector, shopping mall, multiplex, gym, a restaurant is unpredictable, so on and so forth. This shows that gone are the days when business organizations were able to predict the environment accurately. Now, modern marketer must monitor the environment closely, predict the likely changes, and be ready to adapt to changing business environment. The next challenge is country of origin effect. Suppose there are two cosmetic brands, brand X and brand Y. Brand X has quality ingredients, the price is moderate, and packaging is attractive. Brand Y has a reasonable quality, price is high, and packaging is good. Which one will you buy? Definitely brand X. Now, I add another dimension to it. Brand X is made in Nepal and brand Y is made in France. Now, which one will you buy? Of course, brand Y. It is so because cosmetic products are well related with the France rather than Nepal. This shows that country of origin of the product is one of the strong determinants of consumer decision making process. We develop intention to buy product based on country the product is manufactured or has some association. This is called country of origin effect. There are two terms associated with it: ethnocentrism, xenocentrism. Ethnocentrism means domestic products are superior to foreign products, whereas xenocentrism indicates that foreign products are superior to domestic products. Just think about Patanjali. Patanjali gained the market share in just few years by hammering on ethnocentrism approach. Indian company, Indian products, Indian Ayurveda, and benefits to locals are the USP of Patanjali's success. Now let's look at the other product category. I'm planning to buy a car. the budget is 10 lakh rupees, that is 1 million Indian rupees. In this case, my preferences would be Honda, Hyundai, Toyota, Kia. Here, I am displaying xenocentrism behavior. I am not considering Indian automobile brands, but I prefer the foreign brands, believing that foreign auto brands are superior to Indian auto brands. The country of origin effect vary from product to product based on price, status and needs of customers. As a marketer, we must understand the country of origin effect and customers' evaluation of this attribute while purchasing a product. Another challenge is disruptive innovation. Innovation is the key to survive in the industry. Instead of sustaining innovation, marketers are now witnessing disruptive innovation. Coined in the year 1995 by Professor Clayton Christensen of Harvard Business School, the term has become practically universal. Disruptive innovations are not breakthrough technologies that make good products better, but a disruptive innovation is often a much more simple, low-grade solution that is more affordable and accessible to larger population, which open it to an entirely new market. It originates at the bottom of market, typically less expensive and more accessible, and then move up market, eventually displacing established competitors. Take the example of peer-to-peer accommodation offered by Airbnb. Airbnb disrupted entire hospitality industry by offering more simple, affordable and easy accessible accommodation solutions. Netflix is another example of disruptive innovation. Netflix disrupted movie rental industry. Uber is not considered as a disruptive innovation, but it has changed the entire car rental business by offering more simple and accessible solutions. MOOC in education and 3D printing in manufacturing are other potential disruptors. Marketer must assess its business models and value network and monitor the potential competition which may offer product at low price points. Next one is consumer dynamics. Consumer is the most important asset of any organization. Modern consumers cannot be considered as a passive receiver of marketing stimuli or offerings. Modern consumers are well educated, more informed, tech savvy, sophisticated, well aware of their rights and privileges, and more demanding. It is very difficult to predict the buying behavior of modern consumers. They are more dynamic in their approach. They expect different products, unique combination of marketing mix, customized offerings, and accurate solutions to their needs promptly. Modern consumers have shifted from television to online streaming services, from traditional banking to app-based banking services, face-to-face education to online education, traditional matrimonial services to online matrimonial services, from owning a product to get a product on rent, traditional service delivery to self-service delivery kiosk. Therefore, marketers must understand the dynamic nature of consumers so that they can change their marketing strategies to meet the expectation of modern consumers. The challenge is customization-oriented customers. Gone are the days when mass marketing was successful. Modern customers are looking for the product which are tailor-made to their requirements. Therefore, organizations have changed their orientation from mass marketing to segment marketing, and now from segment marketing to individualized marketing. Let's take the example of MyFit by Van Heusen. In this customization scheme, you can choose from an array of fabrics, fits and sizes. You can select from a variety of styling options to create your own style statement. Pepperfry is another example. Pepperfry offers customized furniture as per customers' requirements. Restaurants and hotels are offering their customized menu such as vegan diet and special dietary requirement to loyal customers. Marketers must explore the way to offer personalized solutions to customers, and this is the success mantra in this competitive business scenario. The challenge is data-driven business. We are living in the information age, and data has become the most valuable asset for any business organization. Marketers are collecting customer data with or without permission with the objective of offering superior customer services. Just take the example of Amazon. Amazon remembers your past purchases or search items and reminds you about these products in subsequent interactions. However, there is a growing concern for customer privacy. Consequent to Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal, European Union changed the data collection policy, that is GDPR, and this policy restricts the collection, analysis and sharing of customer data. Big data is another important term in the business landscape nowadays. There are four important features of the big data, and these are volume, variety, velocity and veracity. It means a large volume of data may be unreliable in nature, is coming from the variety of sources at a high rate. Organizations are collecting, processing and analyzing these data to accurately predict consumer buying behavior. Modern marketers must collect customer data with their permission and analyze it to deliver unique customer experience. However, they must respect customer privacy. The next challenge is social media applications. Social media has become an important part of our life. We are using social media for fun, communication, entertainment, and even for online reputation management. Growing internet penetration, users of a smartphone, growth of Generation C, that is generation which is always connected, Web 2.0 and Digital India campaign have fueled the growth of social media users in India. Organizations are also using it to interact with customers effectively and relatively at a low cost. Fan pages, online brand communities, blogs, vlogs are some common examples of social media uses and business spheres. Customers are getting comprehensive, accurate and timely information about brands using social media. 4R, that is reviews, ratings, recommendations and referrals are new determinants of consumer buying behavior in social media ecosystem. But one of the major negative aspects of social media is that it is beyond the control of business organizations. Any person can write anything positive and negative about brand, people, product, practices or overall organization. Remember that negative information spreads faster than positive information. In the traditional word-of-mouth communication, a customer shares negative experience to 10 to 16 people, but internet-mediated word-of-mouth communication or electronic word-of-mouth communication transmits negative information to thousands of people. United breaks guitar, Dell hell, Snapdeal Amir Khan controversy are some of the popular examples where electronic word-of-mouth communication negatively affected the brand and entire organization. Social media performance or online reputation management has become one of the important indicators of organizational success. Modern marketers must monitor online reputation, address the negative experiences of customers, and encourage satisfied and loyal customers to write reviews and give high rating on social media platforms. They can even offer some monetary and non-monetary incentive to those who generates positive information about the brand and organization. Another challenge is co-creation. Co-creation is a collaborative development strategy in which organization collaborates with outsiders to get their fresh and innovative idea. Outsiders may be experts, customers, suppliers, retailers, etc. In this strategy, organizations acknowledge that they don't have all the answers in-house and they make it easy for others to bring answers to the organization. Many successful organizations are using co-creation strategy to generate new ideas and developing a strong bond between customer and community. For example, Threadless, an online community where artists can submit their ideas on weekly basis. Based on voting, some ideas are selected and printed in the form of t-shirts. Leading toy manufacturing organization Lego also employs this strategy to design new toys. In India, Tanishq Mia is one of the successful examples of co-creation. Mia is positioned as the jewelry for young independent working women. These young independent working women do not prefer the heavy jewelry. So, Tanishq invited jewelry design from public for these young women. Tanishq received thousands of designs and based on voting, some designs were selected. It gave a sense of achievement to designers and unique designs to Tanishq. Co-creation is an effective way to increase customer loyalty. Another challenge is customer engagement. Customer engagement is all about interaction between customer and brand. It is a measure of brand's interaction with its customer across all touch points throughout their life cycle. Customer engagement is no longer limited to sales, support and services. Instead, it is an ongoing process of brand anticipating customer needs and keeping in touch with them to foster lasting relationship, loyalty and hence business growth. Customer engagement involves actively interacting with present and potential customers and encourages two-way conversation to develop a strong emotional bond with them. Maximizing customer engagement is vital in today's digital marketplace where an ever-increasing number of brands are competing for finite amount of customer attention. Let's take the example of TikTok, a video sharing social networking service. One of the reasons for success of TikTok is customer engagement. Similarly, various homestay tourism organizations are also satisfying visitors by engaging them in traditional and local social cultural activities. Gamification is the other tool for customer engagement. The next challenge is user-generated content. Traditional forms of promotion is quite expensive. The growth of new digital tools have dramatically changed the traditional form of promotion. Low-cost digital devices, social media and platforms like YouTube, Facebook and Twitter have made the creation and dissemination of promotional messages much cheaper and easier ever than before. As a result, growing number of firms are taking advantage of those forms to reduce promotional cost. In addition to organization, customers are also generating promotional messages for brand and organization. Consequently, user-generated contents have become a new form of promotion. User-generated content has three important characteristics. First, the contribution is by users of the product rather than the firm that sells the product. Second, it is creative in nature and user adds something new to it. And third, it is posted online and generally accessible to others. Images, video, text, audio, reviews, podcasts are the major forms of user-generated content. It is low cost, more credible and fresh in nature. Another major challenge is the application of robots, artificial intelligence and automation. Rapid development of robotics and artificial intelligence technology has aroused managers' interest in using robots to deliver distinctive customer experiences and gain competitive advantage. With noteworthy prospects for the future, innovative technologies such as augmented reality, virtual reality and artificial intelligence are currently progressing. The application of robots and contemporary state-of-the-art technologies could provide smarter, more automated and personalized processes. According to industry experts, these efficient technologies have the potential to replace human efforts and perform tasks that are currently performed by individuals even more effectively and accurately. Hainan Hotel in Japan is the first hotel fully staffed by robots, followed by Aloft Hotel and Hilton Hotel in 2016. In 2019, Alibaba Group launched the first hotel property, Flyzoo Hotel in China. The technological advancement used in the hotel such as face recognition door locks, service robots, QR code enabled self-service kiosks, chatbots and virtual reality have created new buzz in tourism and hospitality sector. Humanoid robots such as Sophia have also explored the new possibility to replace humans from labor-intensive industry. In addition to these challenges, some other challenges are product presentation in the online marketplace, especially anthropomorphism, which means the attribution of human characteristic, emotions and behavior to non-human entities to attract customers. Green product to environmental conscious customer. Modern customers are preferring products which create less harm to environment. So organizations have started focusing on this aspect by offering products which are eco-friendly, organically processed and contain no plastics or harmful substances. Or counterfeit products are the other challenge, particularly for high-end luxury brands. Many customers prefer fake replica or unauthorized replica of real product due to subjective norm or status-oriented lifestyle. Sharing economy, where the technology-enabled platform provide user with a temporary access to the resources, such as Uber, Airbnb. Two-sided platform, a business model that requires the firm to recruit not only customer but also the providers, such as Uber, Airbnb, Urban Club. Crowdsourcing, open innovation, 3D printing, pay what you want pricing strategy are other challenges in the marketing landscape. Remember, marketing is easy to learn and understand but tough to implement and execute. Modern marketers are operating in an environment which is full of surprises and uncertainty. Therefore, close monitoring of business environment is mandatory to remain competitive and customer-centric. So friends, in this session, we have understood some global challenges in the marketing arena. This will certainly help us in framing effective marketing strategies. In the next lecture, I explain to you the concept of consumer behavior. Looking forward to you in the next lecture. Thank you.